A car dealership put an AI chatbot on its website to answer customer questions. Within a day, someone talked to it into selling a $76,000 truck for $1 in writing legally binding, the bot said. It's funny until you realize this exact failure pattern has cost companies millions in lawsuits, recalls, and reputational damage. Today, we are breaking down what's actually working in enterprise AI right now and exactly why some deployments become disasters while others quietly save companies millions. Here's a number that should stop you. Roughly 80% of enterprise AI projects in the last year failed to make it out of the proof of the concept stage. Not because the models were bad, because of everything around them. So, which 20% are actually working, and what separates a Fortune 500 company quietly saving millions from a company issuing an apology on X? Let's get into it. The last 2 years produced a real catalog of AI failures, and they were not all harmless memes. A tenant screening algorithm got a company hit with a multi-million dollar discrimination settlement. A self-driving fleet had to recall vehicles after safety incidents. A court ruled that the company was legally liable for the false information its own chatbot gave a customer. These aren't hypotheticals. They are the reasons Move Fast and Deploy AI has quite become move fast but audit first. Here's the twist. MIT's Nanda initiative studied generative AI pilots across industries and found that 95% failed to produce measurable financial impact. But when they dug into why, the answer surprised almost everyone. It wasn't model quality. It was a poor workflow integration and misaligned incentives. In other words, the AI usually works fine in the demo. It breaks when it meets an actual business. Researchers at Stanford's Digital Economy Lab spent 5 months studying 51 real enterprise AI deployments. Same technology, same use cases, wildly different outcomes. Some transformed a business in weeks, others burned a year and delivered nothing. Their conclusion: the difference was never the AI model, it was the organization, its readiness, its processes, its willingness to define success before hitting deploy. Across every success story, three ingredients kept showing up: a narrow, well defined task instead of an open ended one, a clear, measurable KPI defined before launch, not after, and a human still in the loop for anything consequential. Keep those three in your mind. You are about to see exactly what they look like in the real world. Start with logistics and manufacturing, the least glamorous, most reliable category. One major retailer uses AI to optimize truck routing and load planning across its entire fleet. An energy company scaled predictive maintenance across 10,000 physical assets, catching failures before they happen. Notice the pattern. Both tasks have a verifiable right answer. Did the part fail or not? Was the route faster or not? That's exactly why they work. The AI's output can be checked against reality. In finance, the winners are narrow and high volume, automated invoice matching, fraud detection, document processing. One logistics company had 7 full-time employees just consolidating vendor invoices by hand. AI now does the matching and validation with humans reviewing expectations. That's the formula again. Narrow task, high volume, human checks the edge cases. The newest category is Agentic AI. AI that takes multi-step actions on its own instead of just answering questions. Where it's been deployed properly, it's showing a 71% median productivity gain, almost double the 40% seen from simple automation. But here's the catch. Only about 20% of companies have actually tried it because giving an AI system the power to take real actions is exactly where the guardrails start to matter most. Which brings us to the moment this video has been building toward. Let's put this side by side. Same underlying technology, a conversational AI agent handling customers or business interactions. On the left, deployed with no input validation, no output limits, no review process. On the right, the exact same category of tool, but scoped, tested, and monitored before launch. Watch what happens to each one. On the left, the failure share root cause. No one stress tested what happens when the clever user pushes the system. A price negotiation bot got talked into a dollar sale. A delivery chatbot got jailbroken into insulting customers. A travel chatbot invented a discount policy that didn't exist. And a court later ruled the company had to honor it anyway. Every one of these was preventable with basic inputs and output checks before launch. On the right, the pattern looks almost boring by comparison, which is exactly why it works. The scope is narrow. Every high stakes decision gets an independent bias audit before deployment. Edge cases get routed to a human automatically. Boring doesn't go viral, but boring also doesn't end up in a courtroom. That's the actual trade-off enterprise AI teams are making right now. So what is a guardrail really? It's just a hard limit on the what the AI is allowed to do. A fixed list of allowed actions, a price it can never go below, a topic it's not allowed to discuss, not a suggestion, a wall. Without that wall, a clever enough prompt can talk almost any AI system into almost anything. Here's the simplest way to think about it. Would you let a brand new intern approve $1 million loans on a day one unsupervised? No. You would give them a narrow task and you would check their work. That's all the guardrail plus human review actually is. Treating the AI like a capable but unproven new hire, not like a infallible expert. So if you are the one implementing this, here's the actual playbook. Step 1, narrow the scope. Don't deploy AI to handle customer service. Deploy it to reduce password reset tickets by 40%. Specific, bounded, checkable. Step 2, define the KPIs before you build anything. The projects that stall almost always chased a vague goal like be more efficient instead of number they could actually hit. Step 3, if the AI touches credit, hiring, healthcare, or safety, audit it independently before it goes live, not after a lawsuit forces you to. Step 4, put governance in the hands of actual leadership, not just the engineering team. The data is consistent on this one. Companies where senior leaders actively own AI governance see meaningfully better results than the ones who delegate it and hope. So here's the whole video in 3 lines. It's rarely the model fault. The winner's scope narrow, guardrail hard, and keep a human checking the edge cases. And the AI that makes the news for going viral is almost never the AI that actually making money. This overview aimed to clarify the specific nuances required for AI adoption in 2026. If this helped, subscribe for more breakdowns of what's actually working in the AI, not just what's trending. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.